Well, it's a great time now to do a video update on the swing trades with our strategies here at Trading College. It has been an incredible first 3 months of 2024. The indices are literally flying higher, and we've had some great moves in other markets like soybeans. We'll look at that chart. Bitcoin, we'll look at that chart as well. And gold breaking out of its triangle, we'll look at that chart. So all the trades here are all on a swing trading basis. Today, I've literally just come off a one-to-one session with one of my students. He was talking about the France 40, the CAC. Look at it, green all the way up here. Another big up day. It looks particularly strong on the 1 hour time frame, but this is the daily chart. The CAC, incredible move to the upside. No sign of a red PTS. The German DAX, we've had our last signal at 17,083. It's trading at 18,000. It's green all the way up. No sign of red on the ProTrain system or tracks at all. But the 18,000 is a big psychological area. But we're seeing people talking on Bloomberg saying, well, these markets are overbought and we do a pullback, and it's all about timing. If you get your timing right on the pullback, if we turn red, okay, then you might want to short that market. But until we turn red, it's still green and long and strong. The Nasdaq, not so much. The Nasdaq now has a white pro-trading system. So the key with the Nasdaq, guys, if we're going to see some sort of rollover in the markets or retracement, the Nasdaq will be a good one to short, because we've got this high, we've got this left shoulder, and we could have a right shoulder with then a red PTS and tracks, and then the storyteller is losing a bit of momentum. So I would target the Nasdaq on a short if we got a signal, if you wanted to go short and fight these long trends. The Dow Jones Industrial Average, you know, we're definitely losing momentum on the storyteller down below. We've now created a 1, a 2, a 3. If we break to new highs, which we look like we're going to do with the green tracks on the PTS here, we're going to have a 4-wave short signal. That is devastating to a trend. 3 waves give us 500 points pullback. 2 waves, I think that was nearly 1,000 point pullback. If we break to new highs and then start to roll over, and we have this big 4-wave divergence, that's going to create a 1,000 point drop. Okay, so just be careful. It hasn't signaled yet, and it's all about timing. The timing is the key, okay? And the timing comes from your indicators and your systems and your strategy and your trading plan. So I'm watching for this market today and see where we end up. I just need to wait for a red to short if I want to. I'll take a look at the multiple markets and see in the indices, you know, where we really are, and see whether it's an opportunity that we're all going to start moving together to the downside. But there is no sign of it whatsoever. Soybeans was completely overbought, and then we got the buy signal at 1167. We're trading up at 1206 now, which is very nice indeed. Nice long trade on this. I didn't do a spread bet on that, guys, on the leveraged account. I used my non-leveraged account with this. You can buy ETFs in your SIP or your ISA or your share dealing account, and that is one that I did on that. Let's look at the gold market, and any market update wouldn't be complete unless we looked at Bitcoin at one point here, and we'll do that in a second. And we'll look at some FTSE trades as well. You can see here we have this triangle. If you've been following along with my work, we have this lovely triangle formation. Remember, I spoke about triangles being absolutely fantastic for volatility. Breakout areas, triangle formations. Go find triangles, consolidation, and then we break out with the green tracks and PTS. Got a trend predictor 3 days ago, literally said that the next day would be up, and we got a nice up day yesterday. Got a question from a student regarding where do I see gold going. I feel like this is a nice impulsive move higher, and any pullback will be a buying opportunity as we stand, guys. All right, so gold, if we can get above 2,200, we'll go parabolic and push higher on that as well. So any pullbacks on gold are buying opportunities until we see red PTS and the tracks. Okay, I want to take a little look at Bitcoin here. and Bitcoin has been absolutely beautiful. And you know, the signals on the weekly chart with Bitcoin are just incredible. As I said, I've been long from 17,000. I actually banked a little bit of profit yesterday on Bitcoin. We're at 72, 73,000. Just to peel off a little bit, I'm bullish the coin. I'm buying pullbacks. I just wanted to bank some because I didn't want to sit through some crazy, you know, I mean, it's looking a little bit tired up here. I mean, how can we say Bitcoin is tired? When it goes, it goes. But I just want to, you know, a move back down to 67, 66. I mean, it's a big old retracement. I just wanted to bank some to make myself feel good, but I will add back in on the next pullback. I've still got a core position on Bitcoin. Look, guys, at some point it's going to get to, you know, 100,000. I just feel the psychological push into that area is going to happen. And you can trade it. I'm not a crypto expert, but I'm a very good technical analyst, and I believe that, you know, you should be, I mean, this is the big move for the rest of the year. I feel like the halving's coming in April, and I feel like there is going to be a decent multiple 1,000-point pullback, but then there'll be opportunities to rotate back round on the chart. We'll get nice red sell-off, and then we'll get this green buy signal again. And then we go back, we go back up above 72, 73,000. Then we just explode up to 100,000. I just feel at some point, Bitcoin at 100,000 is a psychological push to that zone. And I'm just looking at the charts, all right? A couple of other markets that you might be interested in. Obviously, doing my swing trades with my SIP and ISA. This Akada has been a great long trade, but we've been in this big sell-off and this big cycle to the downside, and you know, until we get some new greens, it is not a buy signal. But if you look at the monthly time frame, we've got a double trend predictor on the monthly candlestick. So that, for an investment trade for me, and I'm not giving it any investment advice, this is just what I'm doing, I've got a double trend predictor. If we start to drop a little bit lower, at some point I feel like Akada on a investment trade, you know, could start to push higher. I would look for the daily time frame for that buy signal, but it hasn't happened quite yet. And I think going to have a little look at markets like Greg's, which has been a cracking market to trade all the way up here. It's been a lovely investment on the Greg's. You know, the fundamentals are pretty good as well, and it's still lovely and green on our pro trading system. So if you're doing stocks, it's always good to look at the fundamentals of the company, but also get that timing right with the pro trading system tracks and our momentum indicators. Going back to more popular markets like the yen pairs and things, I am looking at another short on the yen markets, and I need to go to the daily chart for this. We've got red PTS and tracked. We've been short on the first phase of this to the downside, and now we've got the retracement. We've got a double trend predictor short, so I'm looking for a down day today and a further continuation in the euro yen and the pound yen, and once again we've got trend predictor for today into Friday's close, and also the CAD yen, which I've done on the bot, has been very nice this short. So we're getting the retracements. We need to find out now when that's going to stop, and then we roll over and go back down in this phase. I don't think there's any other market really to look at, but let's maybe look at US crude oil. And it's been a pretty sloppy market. We've had a lot of white on the PTS, which means sideways price action. All right, guys, I'm just looking over here. I'm just let's have a look at Nvidia. I could talk all day on charts with you, and talk about patterns and charts. And you can see here, Nvidia, just the AI trade has been long and strong. It's quite vertical. Okay, the number three track is getting quite a long way away from the price action, which often brings it down. You need to really appreciate this pattern on the weekly chart and the signal on the weekly. I mean, that's gone parabolic, hasn't it? That's gone vertical. Beautiful move, higher. And also, we had some nice moves on, and bear with me 1 second. 1 second. We had super microcomputers. That is gone green. We had a series of white down here back in 2023, and then this sideways consolidation. And once again, we had that triangle formation where we break out of that triangle with tracks, with PTS, with momentum, and that's just flown high. If you can go find triangles all day long, they often lead to a serious breakout to the upside. I'm looking at Celsius here. That had a gap up this morning. Another triangle at the lows here as well. If you take this here and you take it up, not so clean, but I could probably move that a little bit to that area there, and then we get this consolidation. And use, try and do those sort of triangles on weekly charts if you can, because they are the much more powerful move. But yeah, some nice moves. Celsius was really good. That was a nice swing trade as well. All right, guys, hope it helps, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.